Hi, and welcome to the walkthrough video of the My Story 2.0 micro action sheet inside the membership. So you're starting as instructed by watching this video here first. So the idea of this is you will print this worksheet once you've completed each of the sections and then read it daily to stay focused on your vision. So the instructions are each morning, read through your My Story 2.0 and visualize your goals. You write one major action that you took towards your membership success that day. And each evening, you'll review your progress and reflect on your day. And you'll plan one major action for the next day to keep your momentum going. That's what it's designed for. Let's get into it. So My Story 2.0. Let's start with the ways that your membership has changed your life. So remember, you'll be reading this. So I've written it as ways my membership has changed my life. And I've written some examples in each of these, but you can actually edit these and put your answers in yourself. But an example of this could be, it has created time freedom to be present with my family while helping others achieve their dreams. So think of 3 reasons that in the future, once you have created your membership business and you have a thriving school community with hundreds of members paying you every month, how has this impacted and changed your life? Get specific, pause the video now and complete these 3 answers. Okay, hopefully you've done that and you're excited now about what this membership means for you and your life. But the next thing is the freedoms that your membership gives you. So things like time, money, creativity, health, happiness. So an example of this might be, I'm able to now work from anywhere while maintaining a 6-figure membership income. Or it could be, I no longer trade my time for money and feel free to express myself and be creative in a way that lights me up. Or it might be something linked to health, like I'm able to go and run half marathons or 5K runs every morning, knowing that my business is making money for me while I do it and helping impact other people's lives. Right, so write out 3 freedoms that your membership gives you that you'll then recite each morning. Think about these carefully, write them out. Here are your categories. There's an example. Pause the video now and go through and do that. Okay. So once you've done those 2, now it's the reasons that you love helping your members. Even if you don't have any members yet, that's okay. So reasons I love helping my members. An example of this could be, I've helped members achieve their first profitable online business, and knowing I played a part in that transformation makes me feel proud. So that's an example of mine, because obviously by being part of the membership, this might be your first online business. And if I can help you create that first profitable online business, I'll know that I played a part in your life transformation that hopefully can then change the course of the rest of your life. And that will make me feel very proud if you tell me about it and post in the community. Okay, so that's the next part. 3 reasons why you love helping your members. Remember, we're writing this in the present tense or even the past tense about something that may not have actually happened yet. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video, complete that section now. And once you have done that, we'll then move to the visual part of this. So this is My Story 2.0, the vision. So in the last micro action sheet, I asked you to gather up some photos of different people, different events, different things during your journey that are milestones, that are maybe future milestones that you want to achieve, that you can now slot into place on this. Because when we go through this, you're going to be not only reading these things aloud each morning, and it will literally take you a few minutes in the morning and in the evening to do this, but you want to be very intentional with what you're putting into your brain. So with the images that you've gathered, what you can do is, if you just drag an image from a file over the top of these, it should just replace it. So for example, if I had a different image of a different house that I wanted to one day own, I can simply add it in over there, drop it over the top, and it should then just make that into a image about that. You can see there that I can move it around if I need to underneath. If it's too big, you can crop it in and change size and stuff. But hopefully is quite an easy way for you to just swap out the visuals on my vision board with your own. So put your own people in there, put your own places, destinations, milestones, events, places that are important to you, places that you want to go to. Maybe it's material things, maybe it's people, maybe it's places that are significant to you about your past. Put them in there because you're going to be reminding yourself of these visually every morning, and it's really powerful. So pause this video now. Take a bit of time. You did the prep work. You've got the images there so you can slot them in. Feel free to add any more if you want to. Feel free to use Google search. Be creative. They don't have to be images that anyone else is going to see. These are for you. And these are what you're going to be referring to keep your motivation and your passion and inspiration and enthusiasm high every morning and every evening. So pause the video. Do that now. Okay, so now you have completed your vision board. The next step is we move on to my daily affirmations. Now you'll recognize these categories because in the last micro action sheet, we wrote out the different categories, didn't we? So from the document that we have from before, which I'll go back to, we're going to add in our daily affirmations, and I've put space for 3 in each of these categories, and I'll show you how I would do it. So the health and well-being is pretty much just copy and paste from what we wrote before. This one was, I wake up energized at 6 a.m. every morning, ready to tackle the day. So that could be my first one. My consistent exercise and meditation routine makes me feel strong, focused, and in control. Could be my second one. And then my third one, I love how my healthy habits give me sustained energy throughout the day, making me feel unstoppable in pursuing my goals. So we'll paste that in there. And if you need to, you can just drag it up a little bit and get rid of that last bullet point there. There we go. So now we have it. So you just want it all to fit on the screen there because you want to read this out loud to yourself every morning, every evening. So you just want it written out in a format that you can easily see it. So we'll go ahead and complete this for your health and well-being. Then family and relationships. Remember, you have this document where you completed all of this. So it's literally just a case of copying these over or rewording them slightly, breaking them up into 3 if you need to. Fill those in for family and relationships, finances and business, happiness and lifestyle. And once you've done those, we'll move on to the next page inside the My Story micro action sheet. So pause the video now, complete this part, and then we'll continue. Okay, so now you have pretty much completed it. The only part to now explain to you, and it's not something that you need to complete now because this is really just an ongoing task within here, is I created a daily success tracker. Now, this allows you to check off your progress daily to reinforce your new identity and momentum. So this is to really keep you focused and make sure that you see through blanks on this sheet if you've missed it and if you've gone off track because you're holding yourself accountable. So today could actually be day 0 because you might start this tomorrow, right? So today, let's treat that as day 0. Tomorrow, though, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, tomorrow is day 1. So when you have printed this out, all you need to do, and you can write this out by hand, but I'll type it for the purpose of this because I'm just doing it on the computer at the moment, but I'd probably write this out by hand. So tomorrow being day 1, at the end of the day, you want to jump in and fill in this. And the first is exercise. Now, I put this in here because I believe exercising in some format each day helps us see the world more positively. It certainly changes my mood, and the endorphins and the dopamine that it creates is powerful. And actually, sometimes when we're staring at a screen for hours on end running an online business, to just remove ourselves from technology and go for a walk in nature or go for a run or just go and cycle on the bike for a little bit or whatever it means for you, go and lift some weights, like whatever exercise means for you. That this will be different for different people depending on, you know, your health and your abilities and things like that. But just, did you manage to get your heart beating a little bit? Do you feel like you exerted yourself in some way physically today? For me, it would be like going out for a run in the morning or going to the gym and lifting some weights or just something that I know will make me feel more positive as a result of having done it. The next is, did I do my AM, My Story 2 worksheet? So did I go through the worksheet? It's a simple yes or no question. If I did, then it's yes. Same in the evening. Did I go through it? What if I'm doing this tracker sheet, then the chances are I've done it and I'm doing it right now. And then the next is today So what was one goal that you achieved today that you're proud of? That's it. That's all we're asking here. It's not a huge admin task that you need to complete here. You're simply writing today and for me right now, it could be recorded module 1.3.2, because that's what I'm doing right now, right? Really simple. And then tomorrow I will record the next module or plan module 1.4. That's how I would do it, because tomorrow that's going to be my goal, to hold myself accountable to do that. And then I'll record it once I've planned it for you. So that's the goal here. That's how I'm writing this out at the end of a day. I would write it out in pen myself once I've printed this out. And the goal is to work through at least 31 days for this. Now, really, when you get to day 31, you can just print out a new version of this. So you have a blank daily success tracker. You might just print out a sheet 5 and 6 in this document so that you have a new version of this for every month to go through. But this is so powerful because you'll feel it if you miss a day. Don't beat yourself up, but just try and get back on track to make sure that you don't end up with something that just suddenly goes blank and drops off the face of a cliff. We want to make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable, we're keeping up that momentum, and we're putting in the work. This is the bit, this is the fuel for the rest of it. And these actions that we say today or tomorrow I will, these are what are going to actually build the business. These are the actions, the tactics, the strategies, the things that we're going to do. But all of this stuff is the fuel. And if we don't do this, none of the other actions will take place, because we'll become unmotivated and we'll just give up. That's not going to happen. That's why these are micro action sheets. And that is why you're going through the membership. So that's everything you need now. You have it. You can print this out once you've completed it, and then begin tomorrow with filling this in for day 1. So you have access to everything you need. We're not going to get overwhelmed. Let's make it happen.